This practice is about showing up, about your heart strength, about the fact that you turned away from some other distraction to get on your mat. So we continue to practice with intention and humility. So I invite you to sit up tall. You might want to have a block and a strap handy. You can sit on your block if your hips are tight, or sit in a chair. So remember, we're just making a bunch of shapes with our body, so you can always modify by using a chair for support, or the wall, or doing the whole practice in a chair and just moving your spine. So if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And just tune into your inhale and your exhale. So maybe count in your mind a few beats and try and make the inhale and the exhale the same length. 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Do one more round. And then gently float your eyes open. So today I invite you to take your arms up over your head. As our first motion, inhaling, take your arms up, feel your spine nice and long, but also your body rooted, and exhale down. And inhale, arms up. And exhale down. And then inhale, get tall. Exhaling, twist to one side. Take 2 breaths here. Inhaling, come on back to center. Exhale, just settle. And then inhale, get tall. And exhale, twist to the other side. And then inhaling, come on back to center. Walk one arm out a little ways so you make space on both sides of your spine. And inhale, take your side bend. Keep that upper arm drawing back. Maybe gaze at your fingertips. Root that opposite hip. One more deep exhale. And then inhale, come on back up to center. And again, exhale, take a moment to settle. Make sure you're not building any tension anywhere, so walk out to the other side. Root the opposite hip. And get long. Make more space. And inhaling, come on back up to center. Perhaps close your eyes again. And already give yourself that mental pat on the back for showing up, using your heart strength. And if you'd like to set a particular intention today, do that now. It could be one word, it could be consistent, it could be soften, it could be energy, anything you want to cultivate. And then let's get moving, finishing our spine warming on all fours. So today we'll start with the inhale. You might even want to curl your toes under and get a foot stretch. So take your tailbone up, lengthen the front and the back body equally. Gently gazing upward, and then exhale, hollow out. And inhaling, gently arch. And exhale, hollow out. Inhaling, make more space for your heart and your lungs. And then exhale, do the same on the back side of the body, for the back side of the heart and lungs. And come on back to neutral, and just gaze over one shoulder. Let your hips rock out to the opposite side. And gaze over the other shoulder. Let the hips rock out. Come on back to neutral. Take your hands one hand length forward so that we can Find our downward facing dog. Pull the low belly in. Lift your hips up and back. Go ahead and walk your dog today. Just one leg and then the other bending. Keep your upper arms squeezing toward your ears. Fingers spread wide. Come on back to some stillness and take a breath. And then soften your knees and either walk your hands back to meet your feet or your feet to meet your hands, finding your way to a forward fold. I invite you to hold your elbow to elbow. If it's okay for your head to be full below your heart, just swing a little bit. Let the heart and the lungs and the crown of the head just drop toward the earth. And then exhaling, come on back to stillness. Soften your knees, and if it's safe for your spine, pull your low belly in and roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhaling, take your arms up overhead. Exhaling, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's check in with our Tadasana. Make sure our feet are about 2 fist widths apart, right under our sitting bones. And here we go with our sun salutation. So roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Open your palms facing forward. Exhaling, simplicity. Inhaling, gratitude. Soften your knees if you like, and exhale, fold forward in humility. Then fingers under the knees, inhaling, commitment. Exhaling, soften the knees. Take the left leg way back in high lunge. Be ready. Your next inhale, come to the top of your push-up plank. Do the work. Float the knees down if you like, or stay on your toes. Exhaling, chaturanga. Let those hips drop and let go. Then firm up your legs and inhale. Gentle cobra. From here, right to downward facing dog. Make some space. On an inhale, right leg comes forward. Be ready. On your next exhale, come back. Back foot meets the front. Once again, humbled. Inhale, fingertips under the knees, half forward fold, stay steady. Exhaling, soften so that you can reverse your dive. Getting ready to begin again. Exhaling, simplicity. Inhale, gratitude, arms up overhead. Exhale, soften the knees and fold forward, forward fold, humility. Inhale, half forward fold, fingers under the knees. And then exhaling, soften, take the other leg back. Not sure which I did first. That's okay, it's a practice. Be ready. High lunge from the over the ankle. Top of the push-up plank. Let that heart shine, do the work. And then exhale, chest and chin down to the mat. Take a moment to let go. And then inhale, gentle cobra. Curl your toes under. And exhale, right back to downward facing dog. Make space. And then on your next inhale, bring that other leg forward. Ready to return. Back leg meets the front, humbled in a forward fold. Inhale, fingers under the knees. Stay steady, feet rooted. Exhaling, soften. So that you can return to your Tadasana mountain pose. Exhaling, hands to the heart, and take a breath. Okay, so we're going to go in a wide straddle, right? You're going to turn your right toes out, so I'm acting like your mirror, right? So turn your right toes out. We have heel to arch alignment. Keep your hands on your hips and exhale into warrior 2. You should still be able to see your big toe. So pushing into the back side of the body, and take a couple of breaths here. Shining that heart open, staying strong. And then we're going to windmill ourselves around to the front of the mat. You might want to have a block to help you stay steady. So we have to get out of our heel to arch alignment. So walk that front foot, right foot, out to the edge of the mat a little bit so you have some space down the middle of your mat. So when you're nice and stable, I invite you to inhale to high lunge, take your arms up. So you can always float your back knee down and do this series in low lunge. Then inhaling, take your arms forward. And exhaling, draw your bow back. Use that heart strength. Twist from above the waist. Take a breath. Then inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. As you exhale, make your spine longer. Find the block. Has a bunch of settings, right? Or maybe the ground. Pull your low belly in. Use your right inner thigh and twist toward that front leg. And then we're going to make 3 big arm circles. So windmilling, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale. Open. Exhale down. Inhale. Open. Using that strength. And gently release. You're going to find your way back to straddle. So turn heel down and inward. Adjust to warrior 2. And then turn your toes forward. Take my block to the other side. So transition safely. Take a breath here. Toes turning out. Exhale. Right into warrior 2. Heel to arch. Alignment. And stay strong for a couple of breaths. Then we're going to get ready to transition to high lunge. So you got to walk that left foot to the side of the mat as you lift your back heel. All right, make sure you're nice and stable. And then sweep your arms up. On an exhale, take your arms forward. And then pull the bow back. Twist from above the waist. Hips stay level. Couple of breaths. Make more space. Shine that heart open. And then inhale. Arms back up. Good work. Make yourself longer as you bring yourself forward. Decide where you want to put that supporting hand. Pull the low belly in and then twist from above the waist. Inhaling, arms up. And then make 3 big circles like a clock face. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And then find your way to transition back to warrior 2 for just your feet. All right. And then turn your toes in and take a breath. So safely, we're going to heel toe our way. Get our feet back underneath us. And then we're going to take dancer pose. So you might want to go to the wall or have a chair. So this is where you could use a strap. If you have trouble getting a hold of your foot, you could grab the back of your pant leg, or you take the strap and wrap it around your ankle. All right. So lift one knee. Run your hand down the shin. So you can bring the knees back together. You could leave your hand like that, with the back of your hand facing away, or you could run your hand around to the arch so that your thumb is facing outward. So if you're not using other support, you could take the opposite arm to the ceiling, and then start to push the foot into the hand. So only go as far as feels right for you today. You might want to stay upright. You might want to tilt your pose forward. Try to keep everything on the railroad tracks. Shine your heart wherever you are. And then come out of it safely. Right back to Tadasana. And inhale deeply. Exhale, ready to go to the other side. So lift your other knee. Use your breath and your steady gaze, your drishti. When you find that foot, bring the knees back together. Maybe shift your hand to the inside of your arch. And start to push the foot into the hand. You're strong, you got this. And then come out of it with control. And bring your hands to your heart center. Wiggle your toes and sit down into your heels. So one more opportunity to shine our heart forward in Utkatasana, chair pose. And then on an exhale, gently fold your ribcage toward your thighs. So that was a big deep back bend. Let's just give ourselves a moment to settle. And then exhaling, take a deep forward fold. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Come back to yes. Then soften the knees and take one leg back in high lunge. Flip the other knee down. Come through all fours. Shift to one hip. We're going to finish just with a boat pose and then roll down to the mat. All right, so you could keep your feet planted. You could use your hands behind you. You could shift into your hips and lift your shins. Work on shining that heart upward. And then it's safe for your spine. Roll yourself down to the mat and let everything go. So take a moment to adjust. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades together. If it's not comfortable for your low back, you could bend your knees. So once again, congratulate yourself for showing up. That's the hardest part. And then give yourself the gift of Shavasana. A few minutes of stillness. I'll let you know when it's time to move again. Inhale deeply and exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, maybe your wrists and your ankles. Go ahead and bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone, maybe lift the hips slightly. Take a moment to relax your spine. Or make any other motions that feel right to you. Then draw your knees into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side a little bit today. So preparing to come back to seated. I invite you to keep your eyes closed if you like. Find your easy seated pose. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down, and feel that strong space that is your heart. Mother Teresa says we should make every effort to walk in the presence of God, to see God in all the persons we meet, to live our prayer, our practice through the day. Inhaling, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhaling, bow your head to your heart. Thank you for practicing with me. Let's carry it out into the world. The Spirit in me honors the Spirit in each of you. Namaste.